let's get started. So up until this weekend, we weren't able to come this far. So this is the United States Capitol reflecting pool. Not the one that Jenny runs through. That's over at the Lincoln Memorial. And across the water is the Grant Memorial. Oh, hello, duckies. That is a view down Pennsylvania Avenue. The White House is at the end of it, but you can't see it from here. So the roads are all closed to vehicles. Obviously skateboards, longboards. I think that's a longboard. Are okay. The inner fence is still up. So this is as close as we can get to the Capitol right now, which, to be honest, it is a lot closer, a lot sooner than I thought would happen, but I am ever so grateful for it. This is the west side, the west lawn of the Capitol. It is a Monday, I think. Monday, yeah, today's Monday, March 22nd. You see the flag is flying in the center of the dome. It's always flying, but there are two flagpoles on top of either wing. That is to let you know if the House or the Senate is in session. There is no flag flying, so neither are in session. If you're interested in really more of a historical virtual tour of the Capitol grounds itself, Becca has a great tour. It should be popping up on the right-hand side of your screen now. That is the Grant Memorial. You can kind of see the top of the Washington Monument peeking over it. So this is the National Mall. You can kind of see the columns of the Lincoln Memorial behind the Washington Monument. The last time I was here on the Hill was maybe the 2nd or the 3rd of January, right after New Year, for a tour. So this is the first time I'm back here on the tour. It's very lighthearted. Everybody's taking pictures and laughing and smiling. A lot of tourists, a lot of locals coming out. They took down the outer perimeter fencing yesterday, day before yesterday, sometime this weekend. So there are National Guard and Capitol Police officers on this side, which is the south side. Garfield Memorial there in the center of the circle. And officers and National Guard over there on the north side. But that's about it. I'm sure I'm being watched and listened to. But it's really quite peaceful. Well, good thing I wasn't in the middle of the road anymore. All right, let's see if I can walk up. So right there in the center is the National Gallery of Art. It is the east building, so kind of the more modern art. And the white dome is the west building, more traditional. And then that dome there, the kind of sandstone colored one, is the American Indian Museum. If the Smithsonian's reopen or are reopen while you're here, best cafe. Love the Messetum Cafe. This is the National Botanical Garden. Okay, they may or may not make me stop filming as I walk past them. Oh, look, there's the moon. Oh, I'm going to stop filming so I can take a picture. Oh, yeah. I can get to Independence this way, right? All right, thank you. There are a surprising number of porta potties still up. So this is still the National Botanical Gardens, if you couldn't tell. We're making our way to Independence Avenue, which is the south side of the United States Capitol building. Up until this weekend, Independence Avenue was both closed to pedestrians and cars, which is very inconvenient for the folks who live up on the top of Capitol Hill. Okay, do as I do. Nope, do as I say, not as I do. You really shouldn't cross the street when the hand is up. So I've crossed over Independence Avenue. This This is the Bartholdi Fountain. We're still in middle of March, so no water yet. So there are actually only a handful of offices in the United States Capitol building. Most of the congressmen work in office buildings located across the street. This is the south side of the Capitol, the House of Representatives side. So the office buildings on this side of Independence Avenue hold the offices of the various members of the House of Representatives. So I got some National Guard members over there. I'm walking up Independence Avenue. Hiya. Good, how are you? Oh, the ma'am. Both love it and hate it. It's really a no-win situation. I would have been offended if they called me miss, too. As you can see, Capitol Hill is a popular place for joggers. Hiya. Hiya. Good, how are y'all? Hello, everybody. Okay, remember how I said it's surreal and peaceful? It is. Everyone's super nice and friendly. But it does feel very weird to walk through and be surrounded by people in uniform. Especially because since that last jogger ran by, it's just me and people in uniform. Okay, here are some other civilians. So still another office building for the House of Representatives. So that is the Library of Congress, which is all of our favorite building. I mean, I still think it's beautiful from the outside, but what is most beautiful is the inside of it. I can cross here, right? I'm just waiting for him? Okay.
He's gonna help you out.
Awesome, thank you.
Not a problem. Enjoying your day today?
I am. It's a nice day. And this is the first time I've been up here in a while. So thank y'all for being here. Awesome, thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
You as well. So now we are on the east side of the Capitol, the top of Capitol Hill. This is actually the front of the building. I'm not going to zoom in, but you'll just have to trust me. The top of the dome is the Statue of Freedom, and she is facing this way. This is how you know this is the front of the building, because if you're going to put a statue on the top of your building, you really ought to have it facing the front. My favorite building, Library of Congress. This is also included on our virtual tour of Capitol Hill with my colleague Becca. She'll tell you a lot more about what you are seeing and give you a sneak peek inside. There's the Capitol. In the before times, when everything was open and you could go inside these buildings, there's actually a tunnel from right about there, goes that way, and comes across the street into the basement of the Library of Congress. There's the Supreme Court that way, just behind those orange buses. Let's walk over and see it, shall we? I'm a tour guide. If y'all have any questions, I'm happy to answer. But I'm going to let y'all walk past before I keep walking.
What floor of headquarters? That way?
Sure. That is the Supreme Court. Springtime. Almost blooming. So if you were to head up the stairs, but I mean don't, it's not allowed right now. There's a door in between the columns, opens up into a grand hallway, and the Supreme Court room is just at the end of that. They call it the highest court in the land, but, bad joke warning, above it is a gymnasium with a basketball court directly over the courtroom, which makes the basketball court the highest court in the land. Ba-dum-bum. National Guardsman walking way faster than me. So now we are on the north side of the Capitol. This is Constitution Avenue. And these buildings here are Senate office buildings. Just like from the Capitol to the Library of Congress with the not-so-secret tunnel, there are tunnels that connect all these buildings as well. If you were to keep walking straight, you can kind of see the arches through the trees there. That is Union Station. There's a metro stop on the Red Line if you wanted to make your way up here sometime. Oh, I almost stopped for the red light. I can still walk. So there's Union Station. So the scaffolding that you see here is actually because of building renovations. Nothing to do with security. Was it here before? I'm pretty sure it was here before. And would have been here anyway. So Constitution Avenue was originally called B Street, B as in boy. The United States Capitol is literally the city center, and the roads kind of radiate out that way.